Hello. Me and Daisy are just sitting here having a little coffee break. I've been in the middle of potting up Lisianthus. She's a baby, look at her. So this week's video, or actually the last 2 weeks, I guess it's been, I just kind of did a little vlog style. I've been all over the place. It's been super busy. As you can see, things are getting a little full. I do have one more rack I can put up and I'll fill it in no time. So let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to be starting some ranunculus and anemones. There they are. They're doing well. Potting up Lisianthus. Just a tour of what's going on. And showing my herbal apothecary cabinet. Yeah. So let's get to it. So I just got these in and pulled them out of the box. It's my Lisianthus plugs from Farmer Bailey. So I have 150, let's see, Arena 4 Rose, the Lisianthus Mariachi Carmine, 150, and the Arosa 3 Violet, which is a dark, dark purple. It's really pretty. 150. I'm going to go get these little babies settled and get my mess cleaned up here. So today's the day. It's time to start ranunculus and anemones. I have 140 corms. We're going to do a secret garden mix ranunculus. This is the marshmallow ranunculus. Porcelain ranunculus. Wedding pastel ranunculus. Here's the anemones. Anemone Bordeaux, anemone full star blue, and anemone full star pink. So these are going to sit, they need to soak for about 4 hours in a warm water. It's supposed to be agitated every once in a while. I'll do my best. I'm actually out on my way out the door in about an hour and a half. So when I get back, then I should be able to pop these into trays. I already have the trays already. I'm doing them into 1 inch. Some people pre-sprout them. I am not. I'm going to skip that step. I'm going to put them into 1 inch pots with regular Pro Mix and just let them go. The temperatures are perfect in here, and hopefully I can move them back to the barn soon. All right, I'm back. 9:03 on the dot. How awesome is that? So these have been soaking for 4 hours. No, I didn't get the agitation, but they are definitely, the corms are nice and plumped up. And I'm going to get to planting. My tags are made. And when I get finished, basically what I'm going to do is, so as you can see, there's the roots. It's hard to see because they match so well. So I'm just going to put them down in there. This side up. And cover them up. My soil is moistened. I got these all ready yesterday. It's still been pretty chilly overnight, so when I'm up planting whatever, my soil's still cold, or planting these corms from the garage, it's still cold, so I usually get it ready the day before and then plant the next day. That way the soil can warm up a bit. Oh, it's pretty. Now it did say with the anemones to leave a little bit showing on the top, so that's what I am trying to do. And go. I'm going to keep going on with the anemones, and I'll pick back up when I get to the ranunculus. Have I ever showed you my herb cabinet? So this cabinet came to me last year. Actually, a gentleman down the street had it out on his front porch. It was an old brown from the 70s. I'm guessing maybe 60s. It's one piece. Had it out on the porch, and I asked him, I said, "Are you getting rid of that?" And he said, "Yes." He goes, "Take it, it's yours." I'm like, "No, I'm going to pay you something for it." So, sorry about the TV in the background. You can see it. So, we settled on $50. That's what I gave him. And I brought it home, and I painted it, sealed it. It's gorgeous. I love it. And it fits all my jars in here so nicely. There I am. Been out with the girls this morning. So, all my stuff. I have quite a bit, as you can see. I have a problem. And then in the bottom here, I keep extra herbs that I have. Over here, I keep labels and stuff for my business, for Lily Bells. And then, this is the perfect complement to it. It's my dried flower Christmas tree that I never took down. So now it's the spring dream tree, which, I don't know. I love these. Yesterday I started about 50 different varieties of straw flowers, gomphrena, and status. So, and all different colors. But this is my area, and I love it. Okay, I've got the anemones in. Now we're on to the ranunculus. Ranunculus, aren't they cute? They look like little spiders. Sorry for you people that are terrified of spiders. My daughter-in-law being one of them. So we plant those up like this. So, sorry. I'll put this down. Here we go. And this is, usually these germinate pretty fast. I'm not putting them on heat or anything. They like the cooler temperatures. That's why, you know, it's hard, because here, like last year and previous years, we go from snow one day to 80-something degrees the next, which makes growing cool crops a little difficult. So, I am going to continue on, and then we're going to go outside and start a new project. Just making a short here today. Just want to show you. Remember I said rhubarb's coming up. There's that. But also, remember it's March 2nd in Iowa. Supposed to get 3 inches of snow on Friday. I was out cleaning up the asparagus. I got the fence and the fence post out. There's a robin. Got that put away. So some of the fabric and the beds to go on there, look at that fat robin, are getting delivered tomorrow. But, oh, and it's okay, clean your asparagus. It's February, it should be done. I'm behind. That's typical. But, so in here I have 600 tulips, well, almost 600 planted. I have some in pots too, but look at that. Oh my goodness, the tulips are coming up. March 2nd, I went and I grabbed some bags of compost and put some over them to give them a little bit of covering. It's a little too early. And I noticed over there, I had a squirrel or a bunny get to them, even though I have it well protected. But I just wanted to share that with you. Tulips are up, rhubarb's up. It's awesome. Have a great day. So I'm out here today. I started phase 1 of take down the fence. got about 2 inches of rain yesterday. So we went from frozen ground to frost is out of the ground. So I wiggled some posts this morning. They're coming out like a dream. So I'm taking them down real quick, and I'll load everything up and get it put away tomorrow because my husband has surgery today. He's going to kill me that I'm out here working instead of getting a shower and getting ready. So I'm signing off till then. I will keep y'all updated. So we finally reached the point that we're about 8 weeks out from our last frost date. So that means massive amounts of seed starting for me. So far, it's just been little bits here, little bits there. I know it seems like a lot, but today I have a bunch to start. So when I'm doing my seed starting mix, I pre-moisten it. I would take you out to the garage, but we got about 6 inches of snow yesterday, and it's just depressing when we go out there and it's cold. So I pre-moisten and get my trays ready. I have them all set up out on the deep chest freezer to come in. When I'm starting them, so this is how I label. This is just a start. When I transplant up, then I put in tags. I just kind of take my duct tape, right, and then I do 2 rows of each. And then I can take what I want out of the tray. So these over here, I have a bunch that needs to be potted up. Unfortunately, I've been seriously busy the last 2 weeks. So I now have 3 days off, and I'm going to spend a lot of time in here. So once I get the seed in, so with this dianthus, which they're carnations basically, and some sweet alyssum in this tray, it says to lightly press into the soil. So I'll press them down. Then I will spray them, and then I will put some vermiculite on them. The reason I spray them is that I like the seed to be good and moist, and it does help press it down a little bit and give it contact with the soil, which it needs. Then I put vermiculite, and then they come, look at how clean I've got this. Yeah. So I already started this morning some sweet peas. I wasn't going to, but I had an extra pack. So some butterfly peas, which they are beautiful blue, like pea blooms. And then I make lemonade out of those, and some passion flower in that tray. So I put my lid on. Peas like it cooler. This heat mat is not on. I can plug it in if I need be. Right now I don't need be. I only have one going in here. So this is what I've got for the butterfly peas. The passion flower, it's from Strictly Medicinal. So, and the sweet peas is just a mix that I picked up probably at Tyson's. So this is what I need to start today. All of these. We have celosia, lots of celosia. That'll be a tray. I've got honeywort. This is the peach screamer flowering tobacco. Oh my gosh, have you seen the blooms on that? It's awesome. Poor man's orchid. I got these from Floret. Last year was my first year doing them. They didn't get very tall, but the little flowers are just gorgeous on them. So I think I might have planted them by too many tall things. I'm going to put them in their own spot this year, and we'll see how they do. It doesn't matter. They're just pretty. If they don't do well out there, I'll put the extras in my pots out front. I have all kinds of agastache because I love the agastache. It makes awesome tea. It smells incredible, and it's beautiful, and the bees and the hummingbirds just love it. I have some Sugar Stars phlox, cherry caramel phlox. These cosmic cherry petunias, I got those from Baker Creek, and they say that they are good for making teas and stuff, which I've never done with a petunia. So I tried a pack. And like I said, again, I'll put them in pots and use them as filler flowers out front or in the side. Usually I'm not a fan of marigolds because of the smell, but I've noticed if you do the white, the smell is not so overpowering. I did orange 2 years ago, and I cut a bunch and brought them in, and I'm like, I can't take this. They stink. They stink. White mignonette. That is a beautiful flower. It's a feathery white bloom. We have feverfew and cresspedia. The feverfew actually is an herb, but it does get tall enough to put it. I use it as a dried flower. On those wreaths, they're little white flowers, and they're like bunches of them. They work perfect for those wreaths. The cresspedia is just a yellow ball flower with really long stems. It just gives a little character to bouquets. I did bronze fennel last year, and the foliage is gorgeous. And that's what I was using it for, is just foliage flowers. Good golly, this is going to go on forever. Okay, so purple millet. I'm starting a lot of that. So let's get into the basils. So here's from Strictly Medicinals, my holy basil seed set. This has got the Amrita, the Krishna, the Rama, the Temperate, and the Vana. I love Tulsi, and all those. I used a lot of these because they're purple like basils, and they have really beautiful flowers, so I used a lot of it for fillers. Cardinal basil. I don't use it for anything but a filler, and it's gorgeous too. This year I got the dark opal basil. Should have been better thought out, huh? The aromata is a purple. This is a variegated purple and green from Fruition. It's really pretty. That's another pack of aromata. The Persian, that's like a limey green with purple on the edges of the leaves. I thought that would be a great filler. And then just my regular old basil for eating. It's just an Italian large leaf. So some of this is vegetables for my garden, for my personal use. Nasturtiums. I'll go ahead and get those going today. So I have the Bloody Mary. This is Jewels of Africa. And we'll do it better. The Purple Emperor from Baker Creek. Really pretty. And that's about it for nasturtiums. So the nasturtiums, I love eating salad, and I love the edible flowers. And in fact, I will show you in a few minutes what I've already got some going. I've actually taken first cuts on the chamomile too to dry flowers. But I just, in my middle table out back, I'm going to do lettuces and edible flowers. And I think it's going to be really pretty. And then I've got those baby Parisian carrots that I can mix in there. It's going to be great. So this is more for me. This is for the vegetable garden. So I got some black strawberry tomatoes. I always have my same tomatoes every year. I do Italian heirloom, which is, these things get huge, but it's a paste tomato. So it's usually a pounder up, and they're so prolific here in Iowa. I feel bad when I pull my vines at the end of the year because they're just so loaded. And I feel like we're wasting, but awesome. Flavor is awesome. That's what I use. But I also do the Amish paste tomato because I really like those too. And then my husband, he's got to have his, as he calls it, his wine tomatoes because he likes the big slicers. And if I can keep them, you know, if it's really wet, I have a hard time with them splitting. But I don't know, the last couple of years we've been pretty dry, so I haven't had that problem. What else do I got for tomatoes? I got a cherry fountain hybrid for little cherry tomatoes. That's Brandywines. So that's it on the tomatoes. I kind of always do the same eggplant, the Listata gigantea. A couple years ago, I got a little wild with the eggplant. I had like 25 plants. I didn't need that many. So I didn't do any last year. But with my eggplant, I roast it. The nice thing about these, they're smaller, so they're thinner skinned. So I just roast it with onions and peppers, and then I put it in freezer bags. And then I can pull it out, add some tomato paste, blend it up, and it makes an awesome dip for when I want to make focaccia. So I pretty basic with the green peppers, California Wonder. I do some jalapenos because I love cowboy candy and stuffed jalapenos. And this year I'm doing some Fresh Bite Orange. Those are little sweet ones. I'm doing some Thai super chili peppers because I love Thai food. And this is the red Fresh Bites. This was a free. I don't know if I'm going to start these or not. We can't do a lot of hot peppers anymore. This is a beautiful Zulu pepper. They're sweet and they're black. I'm going to give it a try. And then we have, and this one I just love. Look at the foliage. The purple and green and white. So I'm going to start those. That's what I have to do today. And that's just the beginning, because probably in 2 weeks, we're going to have to start the zinnias and cosmos, sunflowers, because that'll put us 6 weeks out. This is what we have going out here. Lots of snow. And then it's supposed to snow again Saturday. Yippee. And today's Friday. So we got scallions. As you can see, the chamomile's been blooming. And like I said, I've been cutting the blooms off. I've got a tray, and I've just been letting them dry on the tray. Here's some lettuce. Oh, that needs to get into a bigger pot. I got thyme and caraway. I've been cutting off the herbs like crazy and using them. My new favorite thing is a salad. And yep, I'm a Midwesterner. I like my ranch. And then I add fresh thyme to the salad. Oh my goodness, so good. So the Lysianthus, I started from seed. I had them in the little, packs yet. So I put those up into 1-inch pots the other day because they needed some room. We got a lot of roots going on. Down here, we have more of that. This is stock. Look at this. The Linaria is blooming. Those are cute little delicate blooms. They'd probably be bigger if they could actually go outside. This is cabbages and cress, beets. And this is the Celine Carmine, the Sabelia that I started for the cottage garden. Down here I just have my eucalyptus, some lettuce, more chamomile. Good golly, look at what I got going on up here. Parsley, eucalyptus, ginger, sage, thyme. I just keep chamomile. I just keep cutting off of it. I had to go to Walmart the other day. Our coffee maker broke. Did anybody see these? They have miniature orchids. And they're so adorable. It was, what, $8? Look at the blooms. Hold on. There you go. They're gorgeous. So I got one. I got a pot. I got a nice ceramic pot. Years ago, I was mowing this old lady's lawn, and she passed away, and she had this old pottery that was vintage. I mean, it was very popular back then, and now it's actually worth some money. So it's going in one of those pots. She just gave them to me because she couldn't use them anymore. Kind of payment for the mowing. So I did start the anemones and the ranunculus. This is what we got going on here. So everything's coming up nicely. I really haven't watered this morning. I've been busy. So more cress over there. One of my favorite fillers, Sweet Annie. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. And in the middle is some blue poppies. That's a seed that I saved from last year. This is Status and more Lysianthus. And over here we have some of the Mullen wedding candles, the Rose Campion, and Cupid's Dart. And there we have a daisy in her natural habitat. So that's what's going on in here. I'll take you to what I'm now calling the nursery in the laundry room and give you an update in there on those plants. Okay, so now I'm in the nursery, and let's see, let's start at the top here. So that's the wedding candles, even the stuff in the back, the Mullen wedding candles. That is really a nice little plant. I have some Burning Hearts Heliopsis. This mountain snow euphorbia is actually, when it gets bigger, it's variegated and it's gorgeous. What is this that I put in here? Oh, sea holly. A ton of sea holly. A ton. I really wish you could see. Let's see, maybe from here. That Heliopsis. Those are pretty little plants too. We've got some more cabbages in here, some bachelor buttons, and then that's the Vegmo feverfew in the back. And oh, that's some more Sweet Annie. I can't get enough of that stuff. Let's see. Back here we've got some Red Dragon Jume, then some Ami, Rainbow Coleus, Dusty Miller, some babies, and over here some Forever Happy, that's Status, I think. Some more scallions, or shallots. So this Coleus back here is doing really good. Some of these trays need to come out. I have another rack ordered, and it should be coming in, but that Coleus is doing really well. Some more Linaria. This is White Sage, and then Bachelor's Buttons. And here, this is some Lysianthus. This is Gomphrina's babies, and more Gomphrina babies. All right. Let's go right here. So this is our stock, and look at this. Look at this. The violets. The violets are blooming all over the place. So we're going to do a project with the violets here in just a little bit. All right, that's the update from the nursery. All right, so my little violets. Obviously, as you can see, look at the roots on these things. They need to be potted up. I love that one. So I have chose this beautiful Wakefield handmade container. I've been collecting this for years, way before it's become popular now, because another YouTuber named Laura found it. So I just have regular potty mix in there. I did not wet it. It's just the Pro Mix that I use on basically everything. We're going to get these in here and get them watered. And then I have a nice little area in my kitchen to put them. And then I can snip off blooms for my salad. This should give them some more room. They should be blooming like crazy. It's going to be awesome. And I get to enjoy the blooms by eating them and just looking at them. So that is what we're doing with those. Well, daylight's starting to break. I hope you enjoyed the video. Kind of all over. Like I said, it's been really busy. We're supposed to get another 2 to 4 inches of snow tonight, unfortunately. I really have spring fever bad. Oh boy, Daisy thinks she sees something outside. But before I go, I wanted to give you a book recommendation. I started reading this the other day. And you know, I've taken medicinal mushrooms, I mushroom hunt, but this book has really, really some good information. I haven't finished it yet, but it's called Medicinal Mushrooms, The Essentials Guide by Christopher Hobbs. Awesome book. Check it out. It, like I said, lots of information that, you know, it's always nice to learn something new. I'm always striving for that. So you all have a great week, and I will see you in the next video. I think Daisy thinks she sees a bunny. We're going to go out and get a little nature therapy here in a bit. Bye.